Once upon a time, there was a busy city. Here lived one jolly orange cat named Ginger and a playing dog named Max. They had been the best of friends since the first day they had met and spent every moment of their lives together. People envied their friendliness from all around the neighborhood. Ginger had this bright fur and twinkling eyes full of energy at all times. And Max was the one to bring smiles to everybody they met with his wagging tail and a bouncy gait. Their days were full of laughter and amusement. Together, they could be the meaning of companionship. One sunny morning, Ginger and Max were in their cozy apartment, enjoying one of the most enjoyable things in their daily routine. With her small blow dryer between her paws, Ginger was slowly drying his fur. Both were in a state of bubbling over with so much joy, having this great time together, with Ginger ensuring that his fur was well fluffed. The room was filled with light-hearted laughter, each one enjoying the company of the other. The next day, they decided to have a bubble bath together. The bathroom was filled with bubbles in which Ginger and Max were playing and splashing, thereby making the floor wet and slippery. They made beards of foam and hats, laughed at each other with their silly faces. It was a jolly symphony in their carefree life, day after day growing their bond. Yet, they were not only playmates but took care of each other. One evening, Ginger was in the kitchen, preparing their favorite meal. Standing on a stool and stirring into the pot, she was concentrated, while Max sat beside her, shining bright with anticipation in his eyes. The meal's aroma filled the air, and between them, a feeling of harmony and trust flowed. Ginger was the caretaker, seeing that Max would never go without feeling loved or taken care of. One drizzly afternoon, their days of bliss became so solemn. Max had hurt himself, and Ginger, in dismay and with a heavy heart, walked in pouring rain with him under an umbrella. Max was bandaged, whereas the eyes of Ginger reflected worry. Yet, she tried to be brave for her friend. It was one such moment when it came out clearly that Ginger would always be there to support and love Max through thick and thin. The situation started becoming grave as the condition of Max further deteriorated. They then had to rush to the vet, and the scene shifted to the operation table where Max lay still on it. Ginger was standing next to it now, her heart racing from fear in her yellow jacket. The smell of the room, totally sterile, along with the beeping of all the machines, only added to the urgency. Ginger was staring at Max, praying silently for his recovery. A depressing cloud loomed over them on that overcast day when Max had collapsed onto the street. There, in his short length, she found him lying and cradled him gently with her heart filled with dread. Rain mixed with tears as Ginger tried to comfort her friend, while the feeling of helpless despair overwhelmed her. Passers-by stop and observe in a wordless regard, feeling the depth of feline despair for her dear friend. The last scene takes place on wet streets, raining and clouded. Ginger stood solemnly next to Max, who lay still in the street. Traffic continued moving, uncaring about the pain of the two friends. Ginger grasped her grocery bags in her hands and was obviously a broken-hearted dog. Yet even within that too real moment of overwhelming loss, Ginger and Max's bond was marked by palpable love and concern. Max's death evoked memories of their shared happiness and sorrow, capturing the essence of companionship. Their story reflects the profound emotions that come with the experiences of love, joy, and inevitable loss.
Like, subscribe, and share with friends.